Hello everyone, it's time to predict the scores for game week 40 of this 2023-2024 EFL Championship season. And what a game week we had on Good Friday, game week 39, where Ipswich returned to the top of the table, Leeds were held away at Watford, and Leicester City defeated again at the hands of the Wurzels of Bristol City. So Ipswich Town had a fantastic game week, and also in the Predictions League, summer of 2018 came away with 16 points as top scorer for game week 39 and 3 exact scores. But we do move to game week 40, and it kicks off with the Foxes at the King Power. They're taking on Norwich City, who are on a 3-game winning streak themselves. Leicester City, just the 2 wins in the last 6 matches, as I said. A defeat against Bristol City was a real blow for their championship dreams, but Leicester do have a game in hand on Ipswich and Leeds. In this one, I think the form of Norwich coming back from behind in that game against Plymouth, Argyle at home as well. The crowd didn't get on their backs, they stuck with the Canaries. In this one, I think it's going to end up all square. We've got to see some sort of reaction from Leicester. I think we will, but I think Norwich will carve out a 1-1 draw. We then move to the Midlands. Birmingham take on Preston North End at St Andrews. Birmingham really need the points because they're just above the drop zone. Preston North End, an excellent, well, a straightforward win really over Rotherham, 3-0. In this one, Birmingham, they've got to, they're fighting for their lives. Can they do it against Preston? I don't think they can. I think Preston are going to come away with all 3 points, and I can see the Whites winning that one 2-1. We then move on to the Ricoh Arena, where Coventry City take on Cardiff City. Coventry 3 wins on the bounce. A very good 3-1 win against Huddersfield in game week 39. Cardiff City just didn't really get going at home against Sunderland. A controversial penalty from Sunderland from a dive from Joe Bellingham didn't help things. But overall, Cardiff look to be on the beach. In this one, I think Coventry are going to win this one. I think Cardiff's defence is pretty tight, but I'm going to go for a 1-0 win to Coventry. We then move up to the northeast, where Middlesbrough take on Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday with that draw at home against Swansea in game week 39, and Middlesbrough a draw against Southampton. In this one, it's probably got a draw written all over it. However, I am going to favour Borough in a 2-1 win. Yeah, I think that one will be tight. Then we move on to Home Park, where Plymouth take on Bristol City. Kind of a southwestern derby, if you like. Bristol City, yeah, it was an excellent win against the Foxes, and Plymouth Argyle losing against Norwich when they were ahead in that one. This one, I think they'll cancel each other out. I think it's going to end up in a draw. Could be lots of goals in this one. I'm going to go for Desmond's 2-2. We then move on to the New York Stadium, where Rotherham take on Millwall. It's only going to be one winner in this one. It will be Millwall. However, can Rotherham get a draw? They did get a draw against Huddersfield 2 games ago. However, I think Millwall will just have too much for them, and I'm going to go for a 1-0 away win. Then we move on to the Bet365 Stadium, where Stoke City take on Huddersfield. Stoke, an excellent win against Hull City in the last game week, and Huddersfield, that loss against Coventry, another tight one to call. Stoke, though, 3 wins in their last 7 matches, and Huddersfield now haven't won in their last 5. Another tight one, but I think Stoke are going to come away with all 3 points. I'm going to go for a 2-1 home win. We then move to the Stadium of Light, where Sunderland take on Blackburn Rovers. Sunderland, a little bit fortunate to come away with 3 points from the Cardiff City Stadium. We've seen that Cardiff weren't at their best, and Blackburn Rovers losing at home against Ipswich Town in this one. You know what, I think this is going to end up in a draw. Sunderland, they got a lot of good young players there, but Blackburn, they don't lose too many, so I am going to go for a 1-1 scoreline. Then we've got Swansea coming up against QPR. Swansea 1-0 ahead, I think they were, in that match against Sheffield Wednesday before succumbing to a draw, and QPR carving out that 2-1 home victory against Birmingham. You know what, in this one I think it's going to end up in a draw Again, I'm going to go for a 1-1 scoreline. We then move to the Hawthorns, where West Brom, okay, they haven't been defeated in 7 matches, drawing against Millwall in the last fixture. Watford themselves were ahead twice in that match against Leeds United, but just couldn't get over the line in the end. Another tight one here, but I think West Brom will come out with all 3 points in a 1-0 victory. We then move to top of the table. Ipswich Town at home at Portman Road. This is the game of the day against the Saints of Southampton, who drew their last match 1-1 against Middlesbrough. This one could go either way. Ipswich at home. Southampton can beat anybody in the league on their day. However, I do fancy Ipswich at home, and I'm going to go for a 3-2 win. I think this is going to be a 5-goal thriller there at Portman Road. And then the final match of this game week takes place at 8 o'clock on Monday evening. Leeds United, Hull City. Hull haven't won in their last 5 matches. Leeds, okay, it was a 2-2 draw, but they did find a way to get that point away against Watford in the last game week. I think there'll be goals in this one, and I think Leeds will take all 3 points in a 3-1 victory. So there we have it, guys. Those are my predictions for game week 40. Make sure you leave your predictions over at the Superbru website. Enjoy the rest of your Easter. Enjoy the matches on Easter Monday as well. And I'll see you all in the next video.